Welcome to the Explainer. Look, we completely understand that dealing with banking issues, whether it's a failed ATM withdrawal where your account was inexplicably debited or a terrifying unauthorized digital transaction, is incredibly stressful. When your own money is on the line, panic is a completely natural first reaction. But today we're going to replace that panic with a clear, authoritative plan. We're going to walk you through the official, step-by-step ladder of escalation that you need to climb to get your money back from Equitas Small Finance Bank. We are going to take this one wrong at a time.
Okay, let's dive right into this. But before we even take that very first step, we absolutely need to address a critical security threat. Please, pay close attention to this. We're seeing a massive surge in the reward points and KYC verification scam. Scammers are deliberately buying up ads on Google and social media platforms just to display fake Equitas Small Finance Bank customer care numbers. If you call these fake numbers, they're going to try to steal your credentials. So remember this golden rule. Genuine Equitas staff will never, ever ask for your mobile banking app password, your internet banking login, your ATM PIN, your CVV, or your OTP. And they will absolutely never ask you to download screen sharing apps like AnyDesk or RustDesk to process a refund. You've got to protect your data like it's literal cash.
So here is our ladder of escalation for today. Level 1 is customer support, Level 2 is internal escalation, Level 3 is regulatory authority, and Level 4 is consumer court action.
All right, starting right at the foundation. Level 1, customer support.
If you're feeling frustrated right now, just take a deep breath. There's a strict, sequential process built specifically to resolve your issues, and you cannot skip the steps. You really have to climb them in order. Every single grievance, no matter how large or small, has to start right here. This first step is the actual trigger for the entire redressal process. Whether you're dealing with failed ATM withdrawals, unauthorized digital transactions, or simply poor service at your local branch, this is exactly where you formally register your initial complaint.
Now, here's where we apply our verify and protect rule. I highly recommend you double-check all of these contact details by using the ComplaintHub Portal URL we've provided right down in the description of this explainer. Scammers are everywhere, so always use those trusted links. To log your Level 1 complaint by phone, call the Savings Account toll-free helpline at 1-800-103-1222. That's 1-800-103-1222. Now, for loans and credit cards, the number is 1-800-103-2977. You can also reach their WhatsApp desk at +91 81224 83766. If you prefer to have a paper trail, which honestly we always recommend, email the central help desk directly at customerservice@equitas.bank.in.
Once you've logged that complaint, you might be wondering, well, how long do I have to wait? The answer is exactly 7 working days. Equitas Bank aims to resolve standard Level 1 queries within this specific time frame. And this is incredibly important because you are not legally allowed to escalate the issue any further until these 7 working days have completely passed, unless, of course, they outright reject your claim before then.
Which brings us to Level 2, internal escalation.
But what happens if those 7 days pass and your refund is still just totally stalled, or Level 1 support completely fails you? That is when we move up the ladder. So the crucial point here is that this escalation goes directly to the nodal officer. However, you can't just skip to this step because you're angry. You absolutely must include your registered mobile number, your account number, and most importantly, your Level 1 service request number. Without that SR number proving you actually tried Level 1 first, the nodal officer is just going to reject your escalation.
To reach the nodal officer, you can call their Chennai direct dial at 044-400-48570. I'll say that one more time, 044-400-48570. Or you can email them at nodalofficer@equitas.bank.in. And as a really quick, valuable tip, make absolutely sure you verify these exact details using that ComplaintHub Portal URL in the description below. Don't just blindly trust search engine results when your money is on the line. You've got to stay safe from scams.
And look at that, we see the number 7 pop up again here. Under RBI banking regulations, internal grievance officers must prioritize your escalated dispute. So the nodal officer has another 7 working days, starting from the exact date of your Level 2 escalation, to actually investigate and provide you with a properly reasoned resolution.
Moving right along to Level 3, regulatory authority.
Now, if Level 2 leaves you totally empty-handed, it's time to bring in the heaviest hitters on the ladder. We're now moving from the bank's final internal defense straight up to the national regulator. This level is actually a 1-2 punch. Level 3A requires you to escalate internally one last time to the Principal Nodal Officer, or PNO. If the P&O still rejects your claim or just fails to satisfy your grievance, then you unlock Level 3B, which is escalating externally to the Reserve Bank of India Ombudsman. Let's break down exactly how to execute both of these.
First up, the Principal Nodal Officer. You can dial the dedicated P&O desk at 044-400-48560. You can email them at piano@equitas.bank.in. And if your issue is severe enough that you're actually sending written legal notices or formal corporate grievances, you're going to need their physical address. They're located at the Chennai headquarters. Principal Nodal Officer, Equitas Small Finance Bank, 4th floor, number 769, Spencer Plaza Mall, Anna Salai, Chennai, PIN code 600002. And as always, a quick check of the link in our description will confirm these coordinates for you so you know you're doing it right.
If the P&O fails you, you take it straight to the RBI under the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. You must file this through their centralized complaint management system portal at cms.rbi.org.in. Alternatively, you can call their Central National Helpline at the short code 14440, or you can email the Centralized Processing Center at crpc@rbi.org.in. I literally cannot stress enough how important it is to use that description URL to verify this specific national helpline before sending over your sensitive financial data. And this brilliantly illustrates the strict deadlines you're operating under at this regulatory level. You can only file with the RBI Ombudsman if 30 days have passed since your very first initial Level 1 complaint. But please be aware of an upcoming regulatory shift. The RBI is rolling out an upgraded framework on July 1, 2026. This new rule sets a very strict 90-day window to file your claim with the Ombudsman after the bank rejects you. So you absolutely cannot sit on these rejections anymore. And finally, we hit Level 4. Consumer court action. For most people, the RBI Ombudsman is going to resolve the issue. But if you've suffered significant financial loss due to severe banking negligence or systemic failures that the Ombudsman just couldn't fully fix, we enter the absolute final rung of the ladder. There are two distinct paths here. Before you sue, you really should attempt pre-litigation mediation through the National Consumer Helpline by dialing 1915. An incredibly important tip here, since Equitas is a private commercial bank, do not use the government CP DROMS portal. It just doesn't work effectively for private banks. Stick to the NCH. However, if mediation fails, you move to formal court action. You'll need to file formal complaints with the Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission using their newly integrated e-Jagrati portal, which you can find at e-jagrati.gov.in. Now, if you're going to take legal action under the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, you must be aware of the statute of limitations. You have a maximum of 2 years from the date the cause of action occurred, meaning the exact date the financial service failure actually happened, to file your consumer case. Do not let the clock run out on your rights.
Well, we've certainly covered a lot of ground today, mapping out every single step from a basic customer service call all the way up to a consumer court filing. So I leave you with this provocative question. Is your money worth fighting for? Are you actually ready to escalate your claim? Please, don't let banking errors drain your hard-earned savings. Hit that link in the description of this explainer right now to access the Complaint Hub. Verify all those crucial contact details we talked about, find community templates for unauthorized charges, and most importantly, take action today. Thank you so much for joining me, and good luck climbing that ladder.